Hey guys, so here are the 5 things that you need to know when starting a video editing agency if you don't want to get caught out and make sure you have the quickest path to success. So the first thing you have to understand is your position in the market. Over 2023 and 2024, video editing agencies are exploding. They're popping up everywhere, which means the competition has never been higher, but there's also a huge demand for video editors. So the good side being that there is a huge opportunity, the bad side being is that the competition is high too. And the problem with competition is often it becomes a race to the bottom, a price-driven war that means that people are undercutting, doing things cheaper and cheaper, and you can't get paid what you're worth. So whether you've got an existing video editing agency or you're thinking about starting one, the best thing you can do is do a bit of market research and start to map out where the money is. This is something I did early on in my video production company, and it enabled us to find huge opportunities where no one else was looking. As a result, we could generate hundreds of thousands in revenue every single year and grow our business drastically just by looking in the right places. To give you an example, I get about 10 emails or direct messages every single day about people offering to edit my YouTube videos. And although sometimes I entertain those ideas and they are really helpful, on the other hand, you have to ask yourself, is that a huge opportunity for you to make a lot of money? I would argue that taking your talent and applying that to a corporate sector, whether that's repurposing videos or working with production companies or teaming up with videographers who want to just simply outsource their editing work to you, would be a much better use of your time. And of course, financially much better too. And this comes back to the number one reason you started your business in the first place, and that is why. Why did you start a business? What was it that excited you? What kind of work really motivates you to get out of bed and make this into a proper business model? Diving into your reason why, what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and the things you're not so good at will help start to angle your business in the right direction and find pockets of money where currently everyone seems to be over on the social media editing front. So as a video editing agency, you're going to get a bunch of amendments, there's no doubt about it. But if you don't set your boundaries before working with your clients, it's going to be the lifeline that's getting cut off around your business, and all of a sudden you're going to be doing all of this work for no money. And when you actually find yourself in that situation, like I was when I was starting to grow my business, you find yourself actually working at an hourly rate of less than $1 an hour. So you need to make sure early on that you set those parameters with your customers. And this can be quite hard to do, especially when you're just starting out in business, because you're grateful for any paid work that you're getting. And perhaps you're fearful of scaring that client off because you don't want to set restrictive boundaries. What it actually does, through my experience, is it actually positions you more as an expert, more as a person who takes their work seriously and has got a business to run. And what you'll want to do here is just create a process of how customers move through your business. So from the initial meeting with them, do you send them some kind of contract? How do you work with them, edit it, and then what is your review process as well? There's loads of tools online such as frame.io, or Vimeo has a review tool as well, where you can send the client a link. It's really easy and simple for them to click on the parts that they don't like. It then gets put through into your editing software, typically if you're using Premiere Pro or Final Cut, and then you're able to make those amendments to not only speed up your time, but to also make the process and journey a lot easier. This will be different for everyone out there, but I personally think a fair amount of amendments to ask for are somewhere between 2 and 3 per project. SOWs, or scope of work documents, if you don't know what they are, you need to start implementing them in your business. They are the thing that help immensely when it comes down to amendments and make sure you're actually being paid for the work you were commissioned to do. This doesn't need to be overcomplicated. You literally just need to have a Word document that outlines what the project brief is, what is expected in terms of, when we're talking about video editing, does it need graphics? Does it need text? What is actually involved in that process? When's the deadline? When's it needed by? What deliverables? How many videos? And finally, any other assumptions and budgets. By listing all of that into a very simple document, sending it to the client before you commence work, it gives you something that you can go back on when the goalposts change, because I guarantee you it will. And when you find yourself in that situation without this document, it becomes really hard because it might just be a breakdown of communication. It might be that your vision was different to the client's vision, and it makes it hard to then actually charge for your time when you're making those changes. Instead, by implementing this document, outlining it on a simple bit of paper and setting up those parameters before you start work gives you a really good tool to go back on and say, actually, that's different to what we had asked for originally. I'll have to just add on to the quote in order to do that. Or if you want an extra video, yep, no problem at all, but that's outside of the scope of work. So what we're going to do is we're just going to charge that at XYZ. Is that okay with you? Each one of these steps are going to make you seem like a much more of a legit business, even if you've only just started. I'd like to think that if you've been a friend of the channel and watching my content for a while, you will know what my next point is. But if you don't, it's retainers. To have a retainer model in your business is the thing that provides a predictable income and a predictable cash flow month on month. What a retainer system is a set contract with a client that has them paying you a set amount every single month, and in return you're going to deliver them X amount of videos, or you're going to spend X amount of hours working on their projects. It's usually done at a discounted rate to make it even more appealing. The same way as when you go to a gym and you work with a personal trainer, they might give you 10 sessions for the price of 8 or something like that. By implementing this into your business is a certified way to have predictable growth and enable you to scale much quicker, because you know how much money you've got coming in every single month. What I'd love to know in the comments right now is, are you just starting out, or how many years have you been going for? Just let me know. Just put just started, or put 5 years or 1 year or whatever that is. It'd be great to get an idea of where you're currently at so we can create some more bespoke content to help get you to that next level. Finally, outsourcing. Now, you might not be in a position where you think you need to outsource your work now, but I guarantee when you become busier, you're going to want to free up your time. And if you're a solopreneur where it's literally just you in your business, then you have to be the salesperson. You have to be the marketing person. You have to be the editor. You have to be the account manager that looks after those clients. You have to be the person that goes back to them and deals with the problems, or tries to get them to come back to you time and time again. You need to be looking at new ways to grow your business. Now, that's a lot of hats to wear. And when you become busier with the editing work, you're going to be spending a lot of time working in your business rather than on growing it. And now that might not be applicable to you now, but there will be a point where you hit a ceiling. And when you hit that ceiling, your business will plateau and you won't be able to seem to jump to that next level. And that's when you need to start implementing outsourcing. Or what's even better is if you do it before you get to that point. So something I would love to get you guys to do is to write down right now all of the different hats that you wear within your business. What are the things that you're responsible for doing? Every little thing. You know, when you're doing sales, what does that mean? Where are you getting the data from? How are you meeting customers? And what is that process through your business? Write down all of those different hats and start to look at the things that, number one, you're good at, number two, you're not good at, number three, what you enjoy doing, and number four, what you don't enjoy doing. When you start to color code these different hats, you can start to see really clearly what things you might want to outsource in order to grow your business. So for me, mine was sales. I outsource it to a sales team so that we don't have to worry about that, and we can do what we're good at, which is the fulfillment, which is looking after our clients, account managing, making sure they come back to us, and making sure we deliver a premium quality product. If you could just do one thing before you go and make sure you subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. And if you're still looking to grow your business and want to make sure this is your best year ever, then why not take a look at one of these 2 videos? There's heaps of value to be had. So get your notepad at the ready. See you in the next one. Peace.